Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the channel or watching this channel for the very first time, it is called Uncommon Sense because here on this platform, we discuss everyday issues and where we try to seek logical solutions, but not everyone uses logic. For that reason, it is called Uncommon Sense. I just want to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to all the people who watch my content on a regular basis. I really do appreciate all the love and support that all of you has given me. And I appreciate all of you very much. I just also want to thank all those who allow me to come into your devices. I thank all you who watch my content on a regular basis. Now, if you have not done so, what I'm going to ask for you to do is to please um, subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever I do go live, you will have the opportunity to either, excuse me, to or play or watch it on the playback. Now, before I get to the main topic, and tonight we're going to do something a little different. This is what I like to call a motivation talk. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about, excuse me, a situation, a situation. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss how to deal with situations that are affect, that we're all affected by. I just want to let everybody know that in a few minutes, I will drop the link, and then if you wish, you can join the panel. You can also enter your comments in the chat. What I do ask is the following, is that when, just give me a moment. Just make your, please respect everybody on the panel, and please don't overtalk anybody on the panel. Okay, because if you do so, you will be removed. Because the whole point is to create a safe environment for everyone to view my content. And I see we already got a few comments. Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. I see we have Magic Rolanta in the house. And I just want to say thank you very much. Excuse me. For making your presence there known. And we also have the one and only Hazel. Thank you very much, ladies, for stopping by. Okay, now for some reason, okay. Okay, I see that you're no longer in the Discord. I understand that. Um, Now, I don't like to discuss this topic, but something that needs to be discussed. Um, excuse me. Which is the fact that unfortunately there is another individual that I'm going to ask that please do not allow this person um, to enter the chat or the panel. the individuals in questions are Hybrid Vigor and Beloved Vanguard. Now, let me explain to you what is the issue. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, okay, these are individuals that make see, just give me a moment. Okay. 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 So the issue is there have been accusations regarding Hybrid Vigor regarding, excuse me, sexual harassment. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay. Regarding accusations regarding sexual harassment and stalking. Now, let me make this perfectly clear. These are allegations, okay, as far as sexual harassment is concerned. However, it is an issue where Hybrid Vigor has had many confrontations with many of the females that appear on the Golden Spear and the peripheral. Okay, he has an issue where anyone that expresses, any female that expresses an opinion, he calls them feminists, he calls them lesbians, and whatnot. And there's allegations of harassment. And for some reason, some of my videos appear in his file. So apparently, at some point, he's going to be doing a reaction stream regarding my content. So for that reason, and others, both these individuals are going to be blocked. And what I'm going to ask the moderators that are in the audience, if you see these people, please block them. Okay? Because I am trying to provide a safe environment for everyone who wishes to appear on my platform. And I just want to say thank you very much for all the people that's showing up. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, excuse me, just give me a moment. Okay, what I'm going to do is, okay, excuse me. I'm going to drop the link. Okay. 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 The link, okay, just give me a moment. Okay. So the link is there, and I see already there are 9 people watching the stream. And I just want to say thank you very much. So now what I'm going to do is, okay. So tonight what it is a motivational talk. And the theme is going to be how to remain motivated. And let me explain to you why for this topic. In many times in our lives, we all deal with difficult situations. Sometimes we do these situations because unfortunately we made poor choices. Other times it's because of circumstances beyond our control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can share a little video clip. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Okay. Now, recently, okay. Okay, so
you stop being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something. You stop being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean, nasty cat. How tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You're nobody. He's gonna hit as hard as life. Ain't about how hard you hit and keep moving forward. I'm taking forward. That winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, go out and get what you hits, and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody.
okay, I apologize. I'm just having some technical difficulties. Now I see here we have a guest. So before I let the guest in, I just want to let everybody know that the views of those who appear on the panel is not necessarily those of the hosts of the channel. Any attempt to copyright the material without the consent of the host or the channel is prohibited. By appearing on the call, you waive your rights to the images and the right to the image. Some of the views that people may hold may be considered offensive to some people. If you do not like the content, you can block the channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my guest. Just give me a moment.
Hello.
Okay, can
Hello,
anyone hear?
Jose.
Okay. Hello?
I'm here.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, hello?
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me, James?
Um. Yes.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, Jose.
Okay.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm just taking care of my wife and editing videos.
Okay. The reason, okay, so what this is meant to be a motivation talk. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing some things that we need to do in order to stay motivated during difficult times. And I just want to let everybody know that James Mapp has his own YouTube channel. So I'm going to ask that if you have not done so, please subscribe and check out his content.
Oh yeah, and check out everybody else
Okay.
too.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
check out.
So what I'm going to do, no, what I'm going to do, James, I'm going to share some things that we need to do. Okay. First of all, if anyone can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If anyone can't hear me, put it in a 2. Okay.
Jose, I did want to ask you this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Are you mixed race?
Okay. I'm a Latino, which means we're mixed to begin with, because we have
Mhm.
influences from Africa, Spain, and the indigenous people.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mixed with black and white.
So okay, cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each point. Okay, and just let me know whenever you want to make a comment. The first thing that we
Okay.
need to do the first thing we need to do when we're dealing with a difficult situation is that we need to remain calm, because when we're going through difficult times, the first thing that we do is we get upset, and then we start to we can start to argue with things of that nature. So what we need to do is try to remain calm. And another thing that we need to bear in mind, that most trials and tribulations that we go through are temporary, meaning they only last for a while. Number three, you must, regardless of what you did, you are a person of value. And let me explain what I mean by that. No matter what you're going through, no matter what mistakes you have made, each one of us is important. Each one of us has value. Is there anything you like to comment, James?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Everybody makes mistakes, and we can learn from our mistakes. And people shouldn't hold that against people. It's mistakes. You should learn.
Okay.
Okay, I get it. I get it. When people like repeat the pattern, but even then they need help. You shouldn't just holler at them and call them names, because it's not really helping the situation.
Yeah. Now I'm going to talk about the next three things that we need to do.
Okay.
Admit when you need help and seek assistance. If you make a mistake, admit it. And one thing that's very important, forgive yourself. Now, unfortunately, sometimes when we go through problems, it's hard for us to acknowledge that we need help. And sometimes the situation gets worse because we don't seek help from a family member or a friend or a spouse or whatever. And if you make a mistake, admit it. Okay? I have a saying. It's not good English, but it's true, truthful. When you mess up, fess up. In other words, take accountability for your actions. That's very, very, very important. And another thing, forgive, okay. Another thing, forgive yourself, okay? Because sometimes we can be the most difficult critic, and sometimes we like to know we find it very hard to forgive ourselves, and we need to do that. Anything you want to add, James?
Yes. I actually gotta go. So thank you for letting me
Oh, okay.
on. I'll probably
Okay.
be
Well,
back
thank you
on.
very. Okay. Well, actually, I'm only going to be on this stream for a little bit because I do have some things to do.
Yeah.
But I will be on Wednesday, Thursday at 8 o'clock. So
Okay.
hopefully,
I'll catch you.
you
My
can
wife
pay me
want
another.
me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, my wife want me.
Okay. Take care. And I see
You too,
here
God
we
bless.
have. Okay. And I see here we have Gigi. I see. Okay. I see you listening. Well, thank you very much uh, for stopping by. Okay. Um, yeah, I do have headphones. Okay.
Wait,
So,
Jose, who is
first
majority
of
of your
all,
audience?
I'm sorry.
Who's majority of your audience?
Okay.
No, I'm talking about like
Um.
men or women.
Okay. Well, I get people. Okay, I get people from different areas. I have Latinos. I have some people
No,
who are part
I'm
of
not
the
talking about like
biracial.
I'm talking about
Okay,
gender. Like,
mostly men. But I'm trying to encourage ladies to join the panel and to
well,
listen to my content.
mine's the opposite.
Okay.
But I'll see you later,
Okay.
dude. See you later, Jose.
All right. Take care. Take
God
care.
bless.
All right. Take care. You too. God bless. Okay. Now let me explain to you why it's very important um, to forgive yourself. Because, like I said before, sometimes we could be our worst critic. Okay. So that's the reason why. And I see here we have Magic Malanta.
Hi, Jose. How you doing? I got my little janky
Good
headphones. I couldn't
evening.
find my good ones. Hi, can you hear me? I got my little janky headphones. I couldn't find my good ones. So, can you hear me?
Well,
Hear me? Hey. You can't hear me? These
yeah,
are
I can.
janky headphones.
Yeah, I have my headphone on. Thank you very much for popping on my channel.
Of course, I wanted to support your platform. I really appreciate you, how you always are coming up, and I really appreciate your wisdom and, like you're at TO in our space. And I agree with what you said about keeping calm about things and not being like reactionary and making sure that we could keep our emotions in check when things are happening so we can see things clearly. I do agree with that. Like I think that's an important practice that we gotta practice in our spaces.
Yeah, I agree because you know what the problem is. The first thing that we do when we deal with a situation is to panic. Okay. And one thing we have to bear in mind, most of these problems are temporary. It seems like they last forever, but they only last a while. It's just that what we need to do is to recognize the fact, okay, we had this problem. Okay, fine. The thing is, let's try to find a solution to deal with the problem. And we have to be willing to accept help when we need it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Being solution oriented is like everything. We got to make sure we're solution oriented because there's always going to be problems. Like we can't stop problems from happening. That's life. Like solving problems. That's what our brains are hardwired to do, to solve problems. So we got to make sure that we accept that like life is always going to throw a bunch of problems at us from every angle, and that's us. You got to look at it. I think we got a positive attitude about it. Like we got to make sure we look at it as a challenge to grow. We got to like instead of being like looking at it in a negative way, we can look at it in a positive way. Like how can we? This is a problem. We can use this as an opportunity to grow and be a better person and overcome this challenge. I think we should have that attitude about things so we could continue to grow and continue to thrive and continue to, because every day is a problem. Every day, that's life, overcoming our problems and challenges.
Yeah. And another thing we need to do is we need to admit when we made a mistake, which I call
I
accountability.
agree, 100%. Yep.
Okay. And unfortunately, not everyone is willing to accept accountability. Now, I just mentioned that Hybrid Vigor and Mulana Vanguard are no longer walking on my platform due to the fact that they have had many confrontations with the ladies on other platforms. And I think you were one that had a confrontation with this individual. Am I correct?
I told him we could respect each other's spaces. I just want him to respect my space. I'm not gonna bother his space, and that's all I want. That's all. We just respect each other's platforms. We respect each other's spaces. Like that's all I want. That's all I ask for.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yep.
But
Yep.
but the fact of the matter is, unfortunately, some people fear a strong lady.
Yep. I think what's strong to me. I think people who could admit when they're wrong, like you said, people who are secure in themselves and are not always not always to be right about everything. People who are strong are people who could admit. As everybody makes mistakes. We're human beings. That's part of the human experience. We're gonna fuck up and we're gonna mess up and make mistakes. So I think people who are strong are the ones willing to like admit it, and actually try to put in the work to do better. Like I think those are people I look up to. Those are people who are strong to me, and those are people I admire. People who are are willing to be humble about things and not sit here and like. The people who are weak to me are people who can never admit they're wrong. Those are like really weak people who are just so like a weak ego type of thing. I think that's weak to me. But when you could like really own up to who you are and admit your wrongs and be able to change and do better, I think that's a strong person. I think that shows strength to me.
Yeah. And another thing that's important, you need to forgive yourself.
Yep, I agree. Self-forgiveness is so important. We all need to practice self-forgiveness because we all do things that, out of emotion sometimes, or we all do things that, we regret sometimes. And it's okay. We can all forgive ourselves and, that's all. I agree with you. Self-forgiveness is a beautiful practice. And yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Now, the next thing that we need to allow ourselves to do is we need to allow ourselves to cry. Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Because,
That's just releasing. Yes.
yeah, because you know why? Now, I happen to believe that at times there's healing in tears because what you're doing is when you're crying, you're releasing tension. Unfortunately, we're taught that men are not supposed to cry. And Latino men, they're definitely not supposed to cry because, there's a thing called machismo. But a true person, a true adult will cry from time to time.
Yeah, it's such a dangerous belief because if you don't release release your emotions, you're gonna take your emotions out on somebody else. You're gonna hurt other people. So it's very dangerous. So I'd rather a man cry than him go and hit somebody or him go do something crazy and then he gets locked up in jail. That's what happens in our society because men are taught that they don't need to cry, but that's just a normal human thing. Like to be able to, that's a normal human process. That's like saying, oh, you can't pee or you can't go to the bathroom or you can't. That's like a normal human process. That's just natural. So it's like it's crazy that men are taught like against their own human nature. That's how your body releases emotions, so you don't like have that tension build up and you blow up on somebody else, and then that's going to get you even. It's better for you to cry than you to go and do something crazy, and then you get locked up somewhere, and then you're just, that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the next thing that we need to bear in mind is you're bigger than your problems. Okay, and let me explain what I mean by that. What I mean is this: no matter how big the problem is, you're bigger, and you have the ability to overcome it. And I see here Hazel put in, yes, crying is a normal emotion, and men, boys should be able to cry and talk about their emotions. I agree. The next thing to bear in mind, focus more on the solution. Unfortunately, what we do, we put so much focus on the problem. We wake up with the problem. We go outside with the problem. We go to bed with the problem. Let's focus on the solution, because there is a solution.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, solution oriented. It's about your mindset. If you put all your energy into the solution, you will overcome your problems way easier and faster and more efficient than focusing all of your energy and focus on the problem, because it'll just we'll feel overwhelmed, and you'll just be like, oh well, and then like people like to have the victim mindset when you focus all on your problems and you're not looking for the solutions and putting your energy and focus on the solutions. So I definitely agree. Like, you need to focus more on the solutions. I agree. Put your energy and focus on that. Yep.
Now the next thing is focus on the positive. Now, just to let everybody know, I'm a born again Christian. So, I do acknowledge Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. So, there's a verse in Scripture in Philippians 4:8 that says, "Those that are pure, those are noble, those heavenly things from above, anything that's worthy of praise." Think about those things, because the problem is, we think so much in the negative. Try to think of the positive. Now, for those who are not a Christian, there are positive affirmations that people can state for themselves, like, I am bigger than this problem. I will overcome. This problem would not break me. Any thoughts?
I agree. I want to say one more thing about emotions, and then I got to step down because my phone's about to die. But yeah, like, okay, there's a content creator. Her name is Teal Swan. I really recommend her for anybody willing to like go and do like inner work and stuff. She's really helped me with my journey of like understanding my emotions and trying to understand and overcome my problems I have in life. I recommend her. But she says something about how we're in the emotional dark age. Like, how like we understand technology, we understand how to do so many amazing things with technology, but there's still so much we don't understand about ourselves, and our emotions is a big part of that. And she says that our emotions are a compass in life. When you do something that that's all there is. It's not nothing wrong. It's not nothing. All there is our emotions are a compass. Like, if you do something and it feels wrong, that's your emotion. That's your compass saying, no, this is the wrong. You're doing the wrong thing. And the people who are disconnected from their emotions are the most dangerous people in the world, because they'll go. Those are like the sociopaths, the psychopaths, who are completely disassociated from their emotions. They could go and kill people and not feel bad about it, and then that's a very dangerous, scary thing. So being connected with your emotions is what keeps you safe. It what keeps other people safe. And it's very important, especially for men, because men are supposed to be the protectors. You guys, we don't want men out there harming people, because you guys are supposed to be protecting us. So it's very important for men to be connected with their emotions, because it'll keep them from doing things that could harm other people, because their emotions be like, no, this don't feel right. So it's a compass, it's a guide, and I recommend everybody to like take the inner work and connect with your emotions, respect your emotions, sit with your emotions, don't try to escape from your emotions, and learn from your emotions, and that's how we you can't be a normal human being without being in tune with your emotions. Like you know what I'm saying? You need that to be a full healthy
Yeah.
human being, have a emotional health. So I really do recommend Chill Swan. She helps with like learning about our
I
emotions
see
and like
Gigi put
emotional
down.
health.
Yes.
Yep. All right,
I.
that's all I
I'm
got to
sorry. Go ahead.
say. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
all I
see.
got to say. I just really go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. I see Gigi put down when men cry in front of women, it's because they trust them, and I agree.
Yep. I love y'all.
And
Y'all
I
take
just
care of
want
your
to. And I just
emotional
want.
health. Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead. I just gotta step down real quick.
And one more
Yeah,
thing
everybody
before.
take care of your emotional health. And I gotta go. I love y'all. Mental health and emotional health are like hand in hand. So I love y'all. I'm in the chat. I gotta check my phone. Love
Okay.
you. Thank you for having me up here.
Okay. Thank you. Well, thank you. Feel free to stop by whenever you can.
Of course. I'll be here more often. I appreciate you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Now there is one more thing that we need to focus on, which is you will overcome your trial. Okay, and that's a fact. No matter what is the situation that we all go through, we will overcome it. The key is to remain calm, to remain focused more on the solution, and recognize that there is a solution. Okay. Now I do appreciate all the chat, the chatter that's in, people in the chat. Just want to say thank you very much, and I see there are 8 people watching this stream. I really appreciate all the support that you've given me. Now, before we wrap this up, I just want to share a couple of things. All this that I share with you, this is through my personal experiences in life. I've gone through many trials and tribulations, and I'm going to be 60 in less than 2 months. Okay. Now, how I've overcome. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Hazel, for stopping by. Um, the reason why I managed to overcome is that I was able to focus on the solution. I was able to seek help when needed. And the situation, the problems made me stronger. So therefore, when I deal with the next situation, I am more prepared, I'm stronger. There's a saying that whatever this doesn't destroy you, make you stronger. Okay. And that is a fact of life. And we all gonna go through trials and tribulations. We're all gonna have difficulties. And the bottom line is this: we will overcome. Okay. And I thank you very much, Gigi. And I just want before I forget, Magic Molanta has her own platform. So I'm gonna ask that if you have not done so, please subscribe and show a little love to Magic Molanta, and take a look, check out her content. And of course, Gigi also has her own channel. Um, she does bring in a lot of interesting content. Some of it is a little spicy, but it's very interesting. So I'm going to ask if you have not done so to please show some love to Gigi. And I see here we have the presence of Don Armando. Good evening, kid. Okay, I hope you're doing well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link one more time. Now tonight's stream is going to be a short one because I do have another engagement of which I need to attend. But I want to let everybody know that Wednesday I will be on at my normal time, which is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Okay. Okay. No problem. Now, again, just to let my moderators know, um, if you see uh, Hybrid Vigor and Molanda Vanguard, please block them from the chat and from the channel. Uh, and again, the reason why is that there's been allegations of sexual abuse. Now, again, these are only allegations. Okay. But the reality, okay, excuse me, just give me a moment. Okay. Can anyone hear me? Okay. Just give me a I'm going to ask my moderators to please do not allow Hyperfigure and Malala Vanguard to enter the chat or on the panel due to the fact that they have harassed many female YouTube creators on different platforms. And the whole point is that I'm trying to provide a safe zone for everyone to share their point of view. So that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to wrap this up. Um, Unfortunately, my Wi-Fi is acting up again. So I just want to let everybody know that I'm going to be live on Wednesday at 8 p.m. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing my personal story on how I became a homeowner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the process that I went through, and I'm also going to share with you regarding what I did in order to get my own home. So I'm going to share my knowledge with you, and it would be hopefully it would encourage some of you to think about becoming a homeowner. Now on Thursday, I'm going to be having a discussion. How can we improve communication among the sexes? Sometimes we do not understand each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss that matter and then see how we can improve our communications among ourselves. Now on Friday, I'm going to have an open discussion panel. So I'm just going to be talking about various different topics. And I just want to encourage everyone, you're more than welcome to join the panel. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to say thank you very much for everyone who appear on the chat. Gigi, Mechamolata, Hazel, Don Armando, and James Maps. And I want to thank James Map and Magic Mulata for appearing on my platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bid everyone a good night with the following words. Do not let the errors of the past damage your future. And we must do everything possible to minimize our contact with the mentally and intellectually challenged, because if we fail to do so, we will be infected by their stupidity and massive insanity. That being said, this has been a shortened version of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. And I wish all of you good night, take care, and peace.